Everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to the WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. And this, which is our Hell in a Cell pre-show. Now, before we get into things, I will just let you guys know that before the end of this pre-show, we will find out who the Undertaker's third tag team partner will be for that big six-man tag elimination chamber later on our main card, or on the next video, if you will. So yeah, be sure to keep tuned for this video right to the very end to find that out. But we are going to start things off here now with the United States Championship defense for Adrian Neville. He faces off against Rusev, Luke Harper and Cesaro in a fatal four-way elimination match. And here we go, and of course this is the last championship defense here of the United States Championship. Of course the Hell in a Cell is going to be our big finale episode now. I was hoping to get a bit further on, but the game has just refused to work for me. It keeps crashing far too much, and I just could not get as much recorded as I originally hoped. So this will be our last United States Championship match. And of course on this pre-show we'll also see Sasha Banks versus Paige for the Women's Championship. And we'll see Finn Balor taking on Adam Rose, Mr. Money in the Bank Finn Balor. And of course we'll find out who the Undertaker's third partner will be this evening for that big elimination chamber match. So a pretty stacked out pre-show here. So this is a pre-show to our big finale episode, which will hopefully be uploaded straight after this one. It's going to be a good one, I promise you that. We're going to make six-man Hell in a Cell match later on as Cena defends his WWE Championship against Ryback, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Ziggler and Swagger in a six-man Hell in a Cell. It's just insane. I don't think that's the sort of thing that Cena ever sees himself getting involved in. Standing shooting star press there by Neville as Luke Harper, Cesaro locked into that crucifix submission hold. But the weight of Cesaro was too much for Harper. He had to drop him. And I'm wondering next year whether there could be, I don't know, I was wondering whether we could do some sort of Rusev and Cesaro tag team. Just based on the fact that they're both from Eastern Europe. However, that would involve splitting Cesaro and Tyson Kidd up. But I think a tag team of Rusev and Cesaro I think would be a great little push for us. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm sure Joe will be watching. Joe, if you are watching, let me know what you think about the possibility of maybe a Cesaro and Rusev tag team. As Neville, they're going for an early pin on Rusev. And of course, Rusev, Cesaro and Luke Harper were all part of that fatal four-way on Monday Night Raw, just gone to qualify to the Hell in a Cell match this evening. Of course, they all lost out to Jack Swagger, believe it or not. Jack Swagger, who was just there to make up the numbers, managed to defeat all the odds. The lowest ranked guy in the match defeated all the odds to get himself a main event spot here this evening. And Jack Swagger could walk out of our universe mode, the WWE Champion. Just sit back and think about that statement for a second. That's how crazy this could end. Pin here for Neville. Luke Harper with a pin, and there goes Cesaro. We are down to 3. Oh, and Luke Harper with that massive clothesline taking Neville down. Luke Harper now outside, taking the top off the announce table. Not quite sure what he's looking for here, but Neville with a reverse Hurricane Rana. Harper just rolls him straight for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Harper. Was trying to steal the pin away from Neville there. Not that it really matters here in an elimination match. Really double cutter there by Rusev and Neville on Harper. Could there be enough to finish Harper off as Rusev and Neville continue to work Harper over, and still here working together as a pretty effective team until Luke Harper hits a double DDT. See Harper now just kick to the face of the grounded Rusev, and obviously every man for himself. However, Rusev and Neville seem to have come up with some sort of unwritten... Oh, I spoke too soon. As Rusev catches Neville from behind as Neville went for that drop kick. Rusev with the elbow to the back of the head. Big knee to the stomach by Luke Harper, and there's the big discus lariat by the former United States Champion. And Rusev slips in and steals the pin away from Harper. Oh, but Neville's still in there. How does Neville survive that now? Harper going for the pin. 1, Only a 1 count. Neville, just against all the odds, continues in this match. I can't believe Neville's still going. Big gutbuster there by Luke Harper. And the two big men now have their sights firmly set on the United States champion Neville. Springing off the ropes, but Neville catches him with that spinning boot to the gut. And now Rusev joins in as well. Double gutbuster by Neville and Rusev. Now Neville just stands idly by as Rusev hits Harper with that elbow to the back. Rusev going for the pin on Harper, and it's surprising to see this match continue on for so much longer after Cesaro was eliminated by Harper. Double kicking combination now by Rusev and Neville. And Neville's not finished with a kick, so another big one to the face, and Rusev just spins right round and turns on Neville. Knew the teamwork couldn't last too long between them two. Rusev now slamming the arm of Neville into the mat. As Neville underneath for that gut wrench, just launched him across the ring. Neville looks down and out, but Harper concentrating his attacks back on Rusev, taking the bigger man out maybe. Maybe the more prime target. Rusev has Rusev has Harper up, and there's that front slam. We've seen him use that effectively in this universe mode quite a few times. 1, 2, and 3, and we are down to our final two. It's Rusev and Neville. Neville with a quick roll up. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Thought Neville might have won this out of nowhere. And can Neville continue to hold on to his United States Championship? Or will Rusev pick up his first gold? Fall away slam there by Rusev. Bringing Neville back up to his feet, but Neville catches him with a punch to the gut. Rusev now. A scoop slam, but just launching Neville across the ring. Now Rusev looks to... I thought he was unlocking the accolade there, but a lazy version, just wrenching back at the chin, but it might still be enough to finish Neville off. No, it's not. Neville manages to fight his way out, just tripping Rusev and taking him down. Standing corkscrew moonsault by Neville. 1, 2. He's done it. Neville successfully defends his United States Championship here. He is leaving this universe mode with that belt. Fantastic first title defense for Neville as well. He only won the belt at the last pay-per-view. And his one and only title defense is successful in this big fatal 4-way elimination match. The numbers are really against you in this side of match. We had 3 fantastic competitors for Neville. But Neville managed to show his resilience as well, because there was quite a few occasions where I thought he was out of this. Luke Harper caught him with that discus lariat. And when Rusev locked in that submission hold as well, I thought there was no way Neville was going to get away from that, and he did. What a fantastic result this is for Neville. Leaving this universe mode in winning ways, and of course he'll be part of both NXT and Current Day roster next year. So we are going to see a lot of Neville next year. Top guy in NXT. And of course an upper mid-card guy on our Current Day roster, fighting for the likes of the Intercontinental Championship and the US Championship, and also the Cruiserweight Championship, which we will be bringing back to our Current Day roster. So, like I say, be sure to check that out. It will be uploading 2K16 Universe Mode within a week or so of its release date. So, like I say, if you're not already, please subscribe to this channel and you will get all of that fantastic content as soon as I upload it. And match number 2 here on our pre-show this evening will be Paige defending her Women's Championship against Sasha Banks. And here we go. Of course, Paige won that Women's Championship a couple of months back now from Cameron. Defended it successfully at the last pay-per-view as well against the Queen of the Ring, Becky Lynch. However, it was Sasha Banks who picked up a singles victory against Paige on our previous episode of Raw. That's how she got herself this match. And it It's been an interesting one, this one, because it's not... No, we've seen nobody defeat Paige at all so far in this universe mode. So for Sasha Banks just to walk in on Monday Night Raw and get the victory, guarantee herself the title shot here at Hell in a Cell, we could really see a brand new Divas champion here this evening. Now, of course, we will be downloading Sasha Banks on 2K16 as we have to, because 2K completely dropped a bollock on the rosters. So yeah, we'll have Sasha Banks, Charlotte and Becky Lynch working for both NXT and the current day roster. Paige will just be in the current day roster, I think, for now, and Bayley will be solely NXT. And then I think we might have a look at getting some of the new divas they're bringing through, the likes of Asuka and Nia Jax. Athena made her debut the other day as well, I think, in the most recent tapings. And they've used quite a few indie women as well. They've brought quite a few new women through. Of course, Eva Marie will be jobbing her guts out over on NXT as well. We will be making sure that she is not pushed any higher than she should be. I feel a little bit sorry for her because she is, don't get me wrong, she's really trying now. She's learning a lot, and you can see the what she's learning is just is really paying its due really now. She's really improving a lot every time you see her, but it's still just not enough to be sort of given the amount of exposure that she is. She's not on par with a lot of the other ladies that don't get anywhere near as much TV time or don't get put over anywhere near as much as well. So sort of feel sorry for her, but we'll see how things go. We'll see how things develop. I think eventually she might start to win some people over. I've read a lot on the recent tapings that she started to win a few of the fans over, saying that she really can. She's really developing a lot of skills, and she's able to work with a lot of different women in the ring now, and she's putting on some of the best matches we've seen her put on. I just hope she can continue doing that, where she can actually become a viable part of the roster rather than just some sort of jokey sort of third wheel. But like I say, at the moment she'll be stuck down at NXT as well. The likes of Emma will probably work in both shows. Natalia might dip down every now and again depending on if we're struggling with numbers. But I don't think it will be too much, to the truth. I think it's not too bad. Now, I'm surprised with I think the only NXT woman we've really got is Eva Marie. Apart from that, I think the game actually comes with Paige set as the women's champion for NXT, which is a bit of a joke considering she left NXT about 7 months ago now. Yeah, about 6 or 7 months ago now. And they've had 3 champions since then. So that's a bit annoying, but there you go. Might use Paige down at NXT as well. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to. Well, once we've got our roster set up and we start moving, we can start to see what's working and what's not, and we can adjust them. Of course, if you guys have any suggestions for things you would like to see, any extra people you'd like to see in any of the rosters, please again let me know in the comment section below. It doesn't have to be to this video. It could be any video. You could be watching a video in a few days' time and just think to yourself, that's a great idea. Just drop it straight in the comment section. I do read them all. I will reply to 99% as well. Sometimes YouTube buggers up, it doesn't let me reply, so I apologise for that. But I do reply to every single one that I can. And if it is a good idea, we do use it, of course, you will get a shout out as well. So a nice little cheeky bonus for you. There's Paige now with that backdrop on Sasha Banks. And it'd be nice to have a real Paige next year as well. I had to download this one because I could not afford the season pass when the game first came out. And that was the only way you could download Paige this year. But like I say, we have got a proper Paige on the game next year, so that's going to be handy for me as Paige locks in. There's the Rampage. This is going to be all surely. Paige with the... No, she's going to pull Sasha away from the ropes first. Now going to go for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Paige successfully defends her Women's Championship once more. She is leaving this universe mode, the Women's Champion. And of course, both of these women are going to play incredibly big roles in our 2K16 universe mode. Going to be 2 of the main women on the current day roster. And of course, Sasha Banks is going to be one of the main women on the NXT roster as well. And, yep, I've just realised I gave them the wrong championship belt. Even better. We've accidentally got the Divas Championship rather than the Women's Championship. I apologise, that's my... I've done a 2K there. I've dropped a bollock this time. You get the idea. Great win here for Paige. As I said, she is leaving this universe mode with the Women's Championship. But the big question is, will she walk into next year's Universe mode with the Women's Championship? Of course, I'm going to be running tournaments for every single championship belt next year, so be sure to keep an eye on this channel. I'll be trying to get some of those tournaments maybe uploaded this weekend, so we're ready for the Universe mode as soon as I can get everyone downloaded. And here we have our final pre-show match for you as the Demon Finn Balor takes on Adam Rose. And here we go, another chance here for Finn Balor to continue his reign of dominance of recent times in this Universe mode. Of course, after he won the Money in the Bank ladder match and came out with the briefcase, he really struggled. He could not pick up a victory for love nor money, even losing to some of the most basic people on the card like Bo Dallas. No offense, Bo, if you're watching. Not like Bo Dallas is really watching this, but there you go. Yeah, he really could not pick up a victory for love nor money, but over the last few weeks, he started to re-harness the demon inside himself, started to wrestle more in the paint, and since then, he really has become unbeatable. And of course, remember the big card after this, our main Hell in a Cell video, that is our finale episode. So really for Finn, he either cashes in tonight, that Money in the Bank, or he doesn't cash in at all. So you have to keep an eye out on that video to see what he does. I think it's a definite... Right, if you think about it realistically, if you have the Money in the Bank briefcase, you would cash it in tonight. You've got a 6-man Hell in a Cell match. Whoever walks out of that match, the winner, is going to have gone through hell, if you excuse the pun. They're going to have had an absolutely torrid time with 5 other guys locked inside that cage, and who's saying they don't get out the cage and cause even more damage to each other. So that's really going to be like taking candy from a baby for Finn Balor, really. And of course, don't forget that straight after this match here this evening, we are going to find out who the Sting and Undertaker's... The Sting... Oh, I've just fucking ruined it, haven't I? I've just absolutely ruined it. Just ignore that little segment there. We're going to find out who the Undertaker and Kane's third tag team partner is for that Elimination Chamber 6-man tag match against Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. God, I hope you weren't paying attention. I can't believe I just did that. Finn Balor with a pin. Not even a 1 count. Finn Balor takes Adam Rose up and drops him down in that front suplex. And there's a hip toss. That'll be a nice little replay for the end of the match. Now Finn laying the elbow drops. And there's the big one to finish it off. Bringing Adam Rose back up to his feet. Oh, big kick to the side of the head of Rose. Followed up with that big lariat as well. Go for the pin again. 1. Only a 1 count. It's going to take something special from Finn to finish off Adam Rose here. Finn throwing Rose into that corner. It took too long. Oh, maybe not. He put him back in the corner. Finn taking Rose up. Brings him back down the hard way with the assisted power slam. Now Finn Balor here. Willing Adam Rose back up to his feet. And there's that big reverse suplex. Can't remember what it's called. It's one of the Burning Hammer or something along those lines. Please let me know in the comment section because I'm sure it'll come in very important next year. And Finn Balor picks up the big victory here for Adam Rose, continuing his run of dominance. And of course, don't tune out yet. We are going to find out who the Undertaker and Kane's tag team partner is going to be later on this evening. That's coming straight after this match. And for those of you who watched the match just gone, you will know because I blurted out halfway through by mistake. I can't believe I did that. I really can't. Ugh. So another big win here for Finn Balor. And I wonder if this is the last we've seen of Finn Balor or whether we will see him again later on this evening. Briefcase in arm. It's a very strong possibility in my book. And a bit more of a momentum and an ego boost here for Finn Balor. Seems to be clutching his ribs. Let's hope there's not too much damage there and it's not going to affect him later on. And now it's time to find out who will be the Undertaker and Kane's tag team partner later on this evening. Oh my god, Jay was right. Jay was right all along. He's here. It's Sting. He is here at Hell in a Cell. He will be teaming up with The Undertaker and Kane later on this evening in that Elimination Chamber 6-man tag match against Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. Jay, you called it. You called it already. In fairness, I'm saying you called it. It was your idea from like 3 or 4 months ago that I've had written down for ages and finally got around to using. But still, you called it. How great is it to finally see Sting here on the Current Day roster? Of course, Sting will be involved in the Current Day roster next year, as well as being a full-time member of the Attitude Era roster and a full-time member of the Retro roster as well. So we're going to see a lot of Sting next year. We're 3 separate Sting characters. That's really gonna help us out to really get the full effect out of it all. But like I say, keep tuned. So guys, now we know that it will be The Undertaker, Kane and Sting taking on Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan in that big 6-man tag elimination chamber later on this evening. And of course we have that Armageddon Hell in a Cell, the 6-man Hell in a Cell for you, as Cena defends his WWE Championship against Ryback, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this pre-show. We've seen Paige successfully defend her Women's Championship and Neville successfully defend his United States Championship, and Finn Balor, after 6 times of recording that match, finally beating Adam Rose to continue building his momentum forward to our big main finale episode coming up straight after this one for you. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at Hell in a Cell.